BCCI and the journalists have truly created a mess here. One day, we're being told that Rohit is retiring. The next day, BCCI officials are themselves saying he isn't going anywhere and remains a key member of the ODI setup. Let's go through this entire situation chronologically, one by one.
आप क्रोनोलॉजी समझ लीजिए.
Before the second ODI, reports claimed Gautam Gambhir was backing Rohit Sharma to play freely and play his natural game. After Rohit's dismissal in the second ODI, about 30 minutes later, Devendra Pandey of Express Sports reported that the time has come, meaning Rohit would retire after the Lord's ODI on 19th July. And the selectors had informed him beforehand. After India lost the second ODI game, during the press conference, batting coach Hitansu Kota said, "You don't need to say anything to a player like Rohit Sharma. It was a tough outing, but he will play different kind of innings at Lord's." The very next day, reports said Rohit's parents were in London to attend the Lord's ODI game. In the evening of the same day, Devendra Pandey reported Rohit Sharma is keen to play ODIs, but selectors don't want him in the team. And in the very same day at 11 p.m. at night, BCCI Secretary Devajit Saikia had to publicly announce all of this circulating in the media was rubbish. Through all of this, Boria Majumdar and Vimal Kumar also reported that they learned from BCCI official that these are media-created rumors. One thing worth noting, Devendra Pandey is known to be close to Rohit Sharma and is even said to be the part of his circle. It is also said that whatever Devendra Pandey reports, it becomes true. But
so was all of this a PR stunt to drive attention away from Rohit's dismal performances in the Cardiff ODI? As a Hitman fan, we have to say it was a genuinely poor outing from him. 10 dot balls on the trot. Even in tests, you never see Rohit usually doing that. He played out a maiden over to Sam Curran, then 3 straight dot balls to Will Jacks. And on the very next ball, he got out playing a sweep, a shot that's his bread and butter. He even mistimed a few pull shots and hooks, which you just don't see with Rohit. So the big question is, was it all a PR stunt or was it a PR move against coach Gautam Gambhir, given the earlier reports that he wanted Rohit to play freely?
Or maybe the intern just made a mistake. He meant to type Ravindra Jadeja or Mohammad Sami, but typed Rohit Sharma instead and posted it. Later on, it was too late to delete, so they just wrote along the rumors for the time being.
But to be very honest, Rohit and Virat, and even to some extent Mohammad Shami, all deserve a place in the 2027 World Cup squad. But knowing the selectors, I doubt that will happen. When did they all last play for India, by the way? We can't even remember. Maybe it was really just an intern's error after all. This whole situation also exposes something here too. When the news was that Rohit was retiring, every media house was saying, don't treat our legends this way. They deserve respect. Now that it turns out he isn't retiring, the same people are saying that Rohit is just delaying the inevitable. Karma for what he did to Hardik in Mumbai. That's the reality of Indian media. Or maybe any kind of sports media in any country. Two-faced and ready to flip every single time.
Here's another thing. If Rohit was really going to retire at Lord's, why would he work so hard on his fitness? He would have retired after the Champions Trophy 2025. He wouldn't have dragged himself here just to play one final game at Lord's. It is ironic that the whole world wants experience for a World Cup, but Indian team management seems to back the youth, which isn't wrong by the way. But just look at England. They're still carrying an out-of-form Joss Butler. Or look at Australia. Their main pace trio includes Mitchell Starc, who is 36, 37 right now. Hazelwood, Pat Cummins are in the wrong side of 30s. They do know that in a big tournament like a World Cup, you might need experience somewhere down the line. And one more thing to remember, where there is smoke, there is fire. And then there is this picture from the game, Rohit, Virat, Bumrah sitting together. And just look at Virat Kohli's face, pale, like he had seen a ghost. Things just don't add up here.
And the way Rohit has played, especially in the first two ODIs, 11 of 21 in the first, 26 of 47 in the second, it looked like he was under immense pressure. And when anybody plays under that kind of uncertainty, they just can't perform. Whole situation को एक government job exam की तरह समझो. पहले कुछ attempts में you always shake off the bad results and say ये तो सिर्फ experience के लिए था. But after a few failures, जब age limit pass आने लगती है, then the pressure creeps in. The whole pressure is a privilege thing is easy to say, but the ones who say it know full well that things aren't just that simple.
And honestly, there is also a life lesson out of all this. If you are not the person they want, you really can't do anything, even if you are the best. Sometimes, the real romance is in unfulfilled dreams.
And as we just saw, everyone was rooting for Rohit not to retire and then flipped the switch the moment the news broke that he wasn't actually retiring. The same thing will happen in the World Cup if he struggles, that is, in the first few games. The same people will say he should have retired with grace beforehand. And if he retires and the new guy that replaces him fails instead, they'll say India should have stuck with Rohit and given him one more shot at lifting his dream trophy. You genuinely can't win with these people. Not like this, at least.
And what exactly is going on in that dressing room? How is anyone supposed to have the confidence, let alone Rohit Sharma, in an environment this chaotic? Senior players ko jaise Rohit or Virat, to some extent KL Rahul, if they are dealing with so much noise, how can a newcomer walk into that dressing room and feel settled? There are also reports that Morne Morkel and Ryan Tendeskate wants to leave their coaching roles. In past, people have wanted to work with Indian cricket, but right now, what has changed? Is the dressing room environment really this toxic? Maybe, maybe not. We can't even know from outside.
Regardless, whatever the truth is, whether Rohit is eventually forced to retire or walks away entirely on his own terms, here's what we want from the media houses. Please don't report on this news before it actually happens. A legend like Rohit, or any player for that fact, retiring is a deeply personal and huge moment for that individual. So don't ruin the moment for them by circulating such rumors and prematurely reporting it.
खैर अब यहाँ से सीरीज का भी थोड़ा बात कर लेते हैं. थर्ड ओडीआई से शुरू करते हैं. Where the hitman answered his critics and how he answered them.
Chasing a mammoth 388, Rohit proved his doubters wrong, scoring 138. While he and Virat were batting together, the chase looked fully in control. But once Rohit got out, you just knew it was going to get tough for us. Talking about the third ODI and the series as a whole, India's newer bowlers have really struggled to adapt to conditions in the UK. And honestly, what do you expect from this management that doesn't rate Shami, who, regardless of age, has been giving it everything in the domestic circuit, day in, day out?
And also Mohammad Siraj. He wasn't part of this series. It was said that he was rested from the Ireland T20s and England T20s for workload management. But why not play him in the ODI series to give him the rhythm for the eventual ODI World Cup next year? And what about Kuldeep Yadav, who was practically a tourist throughout the whole series? He's an X factor in bowling, especially in the middle overs. But the team management don't seem to trust him. Maybe because he can't provide that much with the bat. But in the third ODI specifically, when Bumrah wasn't available due to a niggle, Kuldeep Yadav should have been the one walking straight into the 11. In fact, he should have played from the beginning of the series because he's a genuine wicket taker. And just look at the pattern. In all three games, we struggled, especially in the middle overs. In the first two games, England were 5 or 6 down for 100, 110. But we let them score 250 and let them chase 230 in both the games. And in the third game, when Bumrah was unavailable, we simply had no answer to stop them. It was a batting-friendly pitch at Lord's, but regardless of that, our bowling was really very flat.
And with the finger spinners in the team, like Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel, not being able to pick up wickets in the middle overs and create that extra pressure, mystery spinners like Varun and Kuldeep Yadav become just that much more vital. And so is the case for an informed version of both Siraj and Mohammad Shami. It's good to groom the young guys, definitely, but the experienced players need to be kept in the rhythm too. England put up a mammoth 387 on the board, and India were firmly in control as long as Rohit and Virat were both on the pitch. But after Rohit's wicket, Ishan Kishan and Shreyas Iyer were both dismissed within the span of a few overs, and the chase completely derailed itself. This begs the question, why Ishan at number 4 and Shreyas Iyer at number 5, when Iyer had cemented his spot as the de facto number 4 for years with his consistent performances? For example, in the previous World Cup,
or even the Champions Trophy last year. He was a key factor for us lifting the trophy. And then you send KL Rahul at number 6. Why? He has done so much well batting at 5, finishing the innings, steadying the ship when you need him. You are actually treating KL Rahul like a scapegoat. You put him wherever you feel like it. These unnecessary experiments are the real reason for our inconsistent performance lately. The Subman Gill-Gautam Gambhir duo has now lost ODI series to Australia, New Zealand, in home, and now against England in England. The only ODI series they have won actually is the Afghanistan ODI series last month, and against South Africa at home earlier this year, when KL Rahul was the stand-in captain.
With the next ODI assignment for India coming up against the West Indies, that too at home, it will be very interesting to see what happens next with this entire rumour mill. But for now, that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out massively. Thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Glitch Lab, signing out.